This snowstorm just won't quit. 24 hours in, there are hours more of snow to go.
It's been a really slushy day, but as it gets later, those temps will keep dropping, freezing any of the water on the ground.
Foothills got the bulk of the snow today, a few feet of snow in some areas. And Kathy Saban, I feel like we've been saying this for 12 hours now, but people, it's not over. This thing continues. We're going to see more accumulation.
We are. Kyle, we've got another 7 or 8 hours to go. The reason behind that, the upper level low is cut off from the main flow. It's just sitting and spinning west and south of Colorado. The flow around it is counterclockwise, and it's just pumping the water into Colorado. East to northeast upslope winds are pushing all of that moisture up the slopes of the Front Range foothills, and it's just dumping snow. And it's unbelievable, the numbers that we're seeing. Our winter storm warning out till 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. We could see another 2 to 5 inches of snow tonight in the metro area, but the snow does come to an end tomorrow morning, and it's your Friday. But look at this. Oh my goodness. Aspen Springs in Gilpin County, 45 inches of snow at last count, 36 in Conifer, 31 in Genesee, Pine Cliff with 33. If you have higher totals than this, email those to me and I'll update those throughout our newscast on the evening. I'm just giving you the information as I get it. We now have Cherry Hills coming in at 19 inches, Parker with 16, Highlands Ranch with 24 inches, 21 in Littleton, Castle Rock coming with 19, same in Golden. So, oh, and by the way, DIA is up to 2.3. What? Temperatures are not all that cold, but they will drop into the 20s tonight. And when they do, all of the slush and snow is going to freeze. It's going to be an ice skating rink out there tonight. Coming up, a detailed forecast on the totals. And when the storm moves out, we'll have that in just a bit.
All right, Kathy, thanks. More than 170 schools and school districts are closed tomorrow, including DPS. We've got a list scrolling on the bottom of your screen. Also, if you want to check it out, go to our website. That's where you can see 9news.com/closings. We've got it all for you there, too.
There are high country road closures still dotting the map. CDOT says there are closures on parts of US 40, Colorado 119, and closures of Loveland Pass, Hoosier Pass, Monarch Pass. And the State Patrol's ordering semi-trucks to stay off of I-70 in the mountains until at least noon tomorrow.
Yeah, let's check in with meteorologist Lauren Robinson. You are driving. I know we sent you west a few hours ago. Where are you now? What are you seeing? Let us know.
Yeah, I'm on I-70 now. We're in the eastbound lanes headed toward Denver. We've really been between Evergreen and Genesee through most of the afternoon and into this evening. Areas that have gotten over a couple feet of snow and have been seeing the most road closures along I-70. A few hours ago, we saw a road closure right where we are now in the eastbound lanes of I-70 near Genesee. Now that crash has been cleared, but we're still seeing a lot of congestion. I'm gonna turn this camera around so you can see what's ahead of us. A semi-truck. So it's funny that you say that they're not allowed to be on the roads right now. Maybe in this area they are, because we're surrounded front and sideways by semi-trucks. There's been a lot on the freeway so far. Outside of that, you can see the roads are still in terrible condition, especially near Genesee, where there's still snow covered. They're very bouncy. Riding along them is like riding moguls while you're skiing. You're just bouncing all along. They're pretty slick as well. So they're not too good around Genesee through Evergreen as well. Outside of that, we had been seeing some road conditions getting better, but in this area, they've stayed pretty poor all day long. Now, you can see the road is open here, but traffic is moving pretty slowly. These semis around us are moving through with their hazard lights on. We've been moving at a pretty slow pace as well. So now, while the road might be open in either direction along I-70, travel is still not advised because the roads, again, are in terrible condition. And with terrible condition, we now have added reduced visibility now that the sun has set. There's not a whole lot of street lights on this side of town, and you can see that here. So everything is dark. Again, we're bumping around on the roads. We're sliding as well. So definitely not advised to head out. If you've managed to be able to stay home this afternoon into this evening, try and stay there through the rest of the evening. Maybe postpone any sort of travel until tomorrow after the roadways have cleared out, after the storm has moved through, because tonight it's not getting any better. And as Kathy said, we're going to watch for a lot of this to turn into ice once these temperatures drop as we get deeper into the evening. So we'll keep you posted on everything we're seeing right now from I-70 near Genesee. Lauren Robinson reporting.
Yeah, Lauren, the idea of a semi-truck bouncing along is probably as disconcerting of a description as you can give. Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, well, clearly we're on the honor system, right? For this no commercial traffic thing. It's not like they're doing a checkpoint to see who gets on the highway. They say no commercial traffic, but what are you going to do? Send a trooper to chase down every semi truck and take them off? That's wild, though, to just see how many trucks are up there anyway.
Yep.
When they begged them not to.
All right, so we've seen, speaking of wild, some really wild snow reports up in the foothills today.
Yeah, 9 News reporter Janelle Finch is along from Boulder. Janelle, you took a trip up to Nederland, and Ned, just the first round of snow got like 30 plus inches.
Yeah, we have just been no shock seeing snow all day. Right now we're driving through downtown Boulder where, again, no surprise, it's snowing and still continuing to snow. Down here locally, this is probably the worst we've seen roads since about 2 this afternoon. Overall here, like said, on a local level, roads have been pretty decent. Plows have been keeping up for the most part. But like said, the snow is still coming down, so there's definitely still work to do. Even though the roads were pretty clear, Boulder was a bit of a ghost town, giving drivers who wanted to be out the rare opportunity to find downtown parking. We did find some people spending their snow day outside, making their own versions of snow penguins and unicorns. In the mountains, though, people spent more time making sure they could get out when the snow stopped falling. We spoke to someone in Sugarloaf Mountain, about 30 minutes from Boulder, about the snowfall. He says this just comes with the territory.
You know, we know when it snows like this that there's the potential for power outages. So we got lots of good snacks and lots of food that was easy to prepare, ready with firewood. So our wood burning stove's been going all day. Yeah, this is mountain life. This is kind of what we live for.
Now, like you did mention, we did take a drive up into the foothills, up into the mountains today, where we did see a couple of abandoned cars. So hopefully once this snow stops falling, people are able to make their way back to those cars. But in the meantime, we're going to keep an eye on how this snow is affecting the city and this area.
All right, Janelle, thank you. It's fun to see the guy just kind of like, this is the mountains, this is what we live for.
It's what you sign up for, right? It would be weird if they were surprised by it, but they've got a great attitude about it. Janelle's got a great attitude about it. That's everybody today, I think. All right, thank you, Janelle.
So you're talking about all the snow that fell, so much fell in Clear Creek County. They declared a local emergency so they can free up additional resources there. That area has seen a few feet of snow today. The county says the sheriff's office has been using snowcats to reach stranded drivers. They haven't given us an exact count on just how many rescues they've done. This disaster declaration allows the county to activate certain response plans. It makes them eligible, too, for money and resources from the state. Gilpin County also declared a local emergency.
Thousands of Excel customers do not have power tonight. MAP shows more than 500 separate outages right now, affecting nearly 14,000 customers. Think about those numbers, though. 500 outages, 14,000 customers. So they're real small. Crews have been out working throughout the day. Broken branches took down lines, and a lot of these outages only impact a home or two, so fixing them is really tedious.
Well, woke up this morning, went to flip on the bathroom light and no lights. So right away I knew there's no power. So got up and got the flashlight out. And I checked it about 4 times this morning and there was nothing each time. So I just think we're kind of at the bottom of the totem pole, as so to speak. It's going to be a while.
Yeah, patience has been the word for people today without power. Excel says one of the bigger outages is actually up in Boulder, but crews are having a hard time getting into that area because the roads are not well plowed. Excel says that its teams will be working through the night, and if you lose power, please do report it to Excel. We were talking about that with the Excel guy today, where it's like, it's 2024. Like, you must know when people's power go out. Do you really want to hear from people, right? And they said our systems do tell us where we have power outages, but they still do want to hear directly from people.
Yeah, it's a team effort.
Yeah. So we have seen both official and unofficial efforts out there as people help other people through the storm.
I want to check in with 9 News reporter Jennifer Meckles live in Highlands Ranch tonight. And Jenny, snow is so deep in some neighborhoods there. First responders have their own plows and shovel teams at the ready.
Yeah, you could believe it, too, if you guys see some of these streets people are living on right now. Main roads down here in Highlands Ranch, much like everywhere, pretty much okay throughout the day. It's those side roads, those residential streets that have been so tough. But you know who needs access to those residential roads? The folks who are first responders, who are responding to houses, trying to service these emergencies. So we caught up with a couple of them today to see how they're making it work. Highlands Ranch is digging out. At least they're trying.
It's very heavy. It's very heavy.
Super fun if you get to stay home and enjoy it.
Oh, no.
Not so much if you need to get out.
I'm wondering where they could possibly be going today. I don't know anything that could be open anywhere.
All units are running with chains until further notice through the snow. But, you know, even with just the depth of the snow that we have right now, it's causing problems for everybody.
South Metro Fire still has to answer emergency calls, and they're bringing plows along to dig a path into the neighborhoods still buried in snow.
They just lead the way in, or when they get there, if the medics get in and get stuck, they're there to help pull them out or to plow a new way out for them.
And we are helping ambulance units dig patients out, access patients.
They have some help, too, from high school students.
Yep.
Rowan Ames is part of Arapahoe Rescue Patrol, a fully trained search and rescue team staffed by teenagers throughout the metro, while their classmates enjoy a snow day.
A lot of us have tomorrow off, too. We're, I guess, donating our snow day to help out where we can.
They are supporting South Metro with spare hands and shovels.
It's the mission we do, being able to help out something a lot bigger than yourself.
And they've been going out with the crews in separate vehicles and meeting them out there with their shovels. And then they help dig out either the walkway or from the street to the house.
Getting the job done, whatever it takes.
Every second counts in this situation. We want to keep the crews responding to the emergencies that there are needed for.
By the way, Arapahoe Rescue Patrol, that teenage group, they're looking for new recruits if anybody is interested. Have you guys seen enough snow yet? Can I show you some more snow? Highlands Ranch falling very heavily still at this hour. We're like in the Highlands Ranch Way / University area, not terribly far from Valor Christian, if you're wondering. Again, like main roads pretty much okay, but tonight South Metro says you got to be careful because now it's getting into the freeze zone, right? So even roads that were just wet earlier, this is when it gets real dangerous overnight. So just, you've heard it a million times, I'll say it again, don't drive if you don't have to be out there. And also, guys, this is a good reminder to try to shovel your driveway and sidewalks in case you end up in an emergency and somehow an ambulance is trying to get to your house tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just a little bit of ice and a bucket of confidence, all of a sudden you got a problem. I could see people being like, clear roads, you know, and then we can go, you know? Yeah, so folks got to be careful.
Yeah. I know, and Janine, before we go, I heard through the grapevine that the baby from last night came into the world today healthy and happy. Do you have an update?
Yes. Yay. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I get to tell you this. I assume somebody else would. Yes. Do you guys remember that little baby last night? Mom had a C-section plan for today. They were staying at a hotel by the hospital. Yeah. Little baby boy born today, little Cooper. Oh, got a little picture with Mom and Dad. He looked really great.
Love it.
Yay!
Yay, I know, right? The happy stories that come out of the snow day. All right, Jenny, thanks. We'll check in with you a little bit later. So Denver has dozens of plows clearing roads tonight. Here's a look at where the plows are right now. So all the little blue little things you see there, those are the big plows. The orange are the baby plows that do like the little side streets. So tons still out there on the streets. This is Denver Mayor Mike Johnston's first big snowstorm while in office. How a mayor handles snowstorms can really make or break their term. We learned that from Bill McNichols, who bungled a snowstorm and was the first Denver mayor not reelected in 50 years. We asked him about the importance of plowing those side streets today.
So for some people, it's convenience. For other people, it's necessity. And so to make sure that you can get out of your house onto your side street and onto a main street means if you have to get to the grocery store or you got to get to the hospital or you got to get to a loved one, we think those are all really important. And so we've taken it incredibly seriously.
So the baby plows are working in 12-hour shifts, 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then again from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m.